to our GH live stream. So today we're going to share with you the amazing glowing in the dark powder kit. Here's the 12 pieces. The item number code G6606 is including 12 pieces, the fast drying glow in the dark powders. So if you buy this kit, you will get so many gorgeous colors. So let's show you the color of our glow in the dark powder. So for this kit, you could get 12 pieces, the fast drying glow in the dark powder. Here's the colors we're going to show you when it glows in the dark at night. Amazing! It's gorgeous when you see this. At night, for these colors is so gorgeous. And this 10 colors is wearing today for our nail technician. Today we're going to do the ombre nails for these designs. Under the camera, could you see that? For the top one is the purple, and the bottom one is the blue. So let's go. And for today's kit, it's number code G6606. And for the powders, it's the same, our unique formula is the fast drying dipping powder. But if you do want another degree kit, you could, by searching GHDip, when you enter the Amazon.com, you could get another 4 pieces deep glue combined with this 12 pieces, the fast drying glow in the dark powder. And we're going to show you how to do it. We're going to do the glow in the dark nails now, doing the ombre nails. Here's the color for this is GW06. It's the purplish colors. When it at night, it turns to the purplish colors too. So when you, before to make these colors, you need to stir well. And here's the GW, the 11. For this color is the ocean blue. So when you have this, you have the seal to cover with your jars. You need to stir well the powder. And here, another color code number GLT002. It's the unicorn chunky glitter. It's gorgeous. For this color, you could buy this from our G6607. And for this unicorn glitter colors, it's suitable for the party and prom. So today we're going to use these colors to do the decoration. First, we already done all preparation for our nail models. We need to use the Ombre pads to dry the nail bed first. For the hands, we already pushed back the cuticle and cut off any excess cuticle. And now we're going to use the Ombre pads to dry the nail bed first, because we want the powders will be more stick with your nails. If you have the prime or the prick of the balm at home, you could use them to replace the Ombre pads. And for the Ombre pads, you can buy it from our dip powder accessories kit too. Okay, we're going to prepare the number 1 base. We need to prepare the colors of these two, because today we want to show you how to make the ombre nails for these 2 colors. First, you need to prepare 1 brush. And we're going to brush the base to your entire nail and brush evenly. It's just like this ordinary ways to make this kind of the ombre nails, using the brush to help to pick the colors and just tapping on the nails. The purple colors on the top and the blue colors on the bottom. And for the glow in the dark powder, you must be to use any nail stick to help to stir well the powders to avoid it sticking together. And when you're doing the ombre nails, another suggestion is when you pick the colors, you need to use the suitable size of the brush. Just pick the colors, just tap, 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 tap on the nails from the top to the bottom. and select another color. So for this kind of the ombre way, it looks super natural. But I think you need to control the speed of the tapping because you must be to make it very soon, or our dip glue will dry very soon. And for our powder, because it's the fast drying dipping powder, so it could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. And now we're going to apply another layer of the base, because we need to use the unicorn chunky glitter to do the decoration, just randomly sprinkle on the nail surface. You could use the cuticle pusher to help you, or you could using any scoop to help you. Just pick a little bit and to sprinkle on the nail. After chunky glitter, you must use the clear powder to protect your design. And for this clear powder, you could buy this from our dip powder accessories kit too. It's 2 ounce size, so it's bigger than the half ounce 4 times. Okay, we need to use the clear powder to protect the designs. So here's the ways we're doing the ombre nails. We're going to repeat this step. We'll do it one by one. At first, we must be to apply the base to your entire nail and brush evenly for every time. Just make sure your base is evenly on your nails. And select the colors using a brush, going to tap, 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 tap on the nails from the top. And to pick another color, the blue colors on the bottom. For these 2 glow-in-the-dark colors, the purple one, when it glows at night, is the purplish color. And the blue one, when you glow at night, is the bluish colors. So it's corresponding the colors for the day and night. For the ombre nails, we normally do 2 or 3 coats is enough. And nails we're going to do 2 times. And actually for the sharp nails, we do not suggest to use the natural powder to use as the base of the first layer. Normally if your nails are long, or you want the nails surface more thick, that you could use the clear powder. Because later we're going to use the clear powder to protect your chunky glitter. Just using your brush, just tap, 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 tap on the nails. Here's the way when you're doing the ombre nails. Here's the simple way, but first you must be to prepare the brush. Before you apply another layer of the base, you must be brush off the excess powder. So we pick out the chunky glitter and using the cuticle pusher to help to pick the colors and sprinkle on the nails. Just look like the fairy looks. Because this chunky glitter is suitable for this kind of the color and to create the atmosphere of the fairy. So brush off any excess. After the chunky glitter, you must be using the natural powder to protect it. So we're going to repeat this step. Every time we must be to apply the base to your entire nail. But do not let the base to get on your cuticle skin. You don't want the dip glue to let your cuticle skins to stick with the powders. And when you're using the brush to do the ombre nails, you must be to control the speed of the tapping, because for the dip glue base and the powder will be more easier to get dry. So every time brush off the excess powder, which on your nail plate. So when you're doing it, just the middle, left to the right. And just brush evenly, keep your brush flat. Using a brush, going to pick the color and sprinkle from the top and let your ombre nails look more natural. And for these two colors, for the purple one is the number 6 and the blue one, the number is the 11. And actually you could buy this from our G6606. For that kit, it's including 12 pieces the glow-in-the-dark powder. So you could select any color of the colors to make different designs. But today we select 2 colors and combine with one GLT002. This unicorn chunky glitter. You could use any nail sticks or the cuticle pusher to help you press it because the chunky glitter is easy to move from your nail plate. For the final step, you must be covered with another layer of the clear powder and brush off. So we're going to repeat this step for all these fingers. So I think most of our customers, they want to see the glow-in-the-dark colors for these 12 pieces. And actually you want to get more information, you could enter the Amazon by searching GHDip. You could get more information of our new product. And actually you could join into our Facebook group. And then you could have some free gift, or we have so many events there, you could join with us. And we got so many clients to share their experience on that group. So let's back to the tutorial. Normally we suggest 2 coats of the ombre nails because we don't want the nails feel more thick. And using the brush just doing the tapping. One more step, the tips for you, because if your nails are natural nails and it's sharp nails, you could use the sharp or tiny brush to help you. Because today we select the medium size of the brush because our mother's wearing the fake nails. So maybe a little bit longer than your natural short nails. If your nails are short, you could use a teeny brush to help you doing the tapping on the nail plate. And here's the point. When you're doing the chunky glitter, you could select any and just randomly to sprinkle on the nail plate. Because you just want the nail surface looks more fairy and stylish look. It's so fabulous. When it turns out, when you after doing all this kind of the nails, it will be glow in the dark with the purplish and the bluish color. And I think the client, they want to know how to let the powder more stick with your finger, with your nails. I think the preparation is so important. When you're doing the nails, you must be to push back your cuticle skin and to cut off any dead skin from your cuticle. Because the nails will be moved when it glow. So it's so important. And when you're doing the nails, we must be to use the balm to let your nail surface get dry. Then the powder will be more stay with it. And during the nail art process, we must be to brush evenly off the base of every layer. And actually for the Ombre nails, we suggest 2 to 3 coats is enough. When you pick the colors, we must be to pick the suitable volume depending on the size of your nails. And just tapping on the nail plate. And for this kind of the ways is so natural. And actually we got so many ways to do the ombre nails. We will show you one by one. But today we are using the brush to help to do the ombre nails. As you can see for our powder, the pigment is so full and smooth, so 2 coats is enough, it won't see through. It's already solid and full colors. We pick the chunky glitter. For the chunky glitter, it's the flash drying dipping system too. It's kind of the unique formula of our brand. You cannot find it from other brands on the market. I think maybe a little bit different with us. But for our powders, it could be dried within 30 seconds, no matter what temperature. I think the autumn or the winter is coming. Most of our customers, they have the problem of the activity get dry. But for our powders, if you chose these powders, you won't have this kind of a problem. So for these hands, we're already done. We're going to change another hands to make the ombre nails again. So for today, we're going to show you how to make the ombre nails. If you want to see the colors, later we're going to show you. So for this finger, we're going to do the same way. Although it's the simple way to do the ombre nails of this kind of the glow in the dark, but you will see how gorgeous of our glow in the dark powders, because it's full with the glow in the dark pigment. It could be long lasting, and the light is so bright with the striking effect. So we pick the powders by the brush and just tap 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 on the nails. You must be to do it very fast to avoid the base get dry already. So I'm going to tap off and brush off any excess powder. And actually for this brush, you can find this from our dip powder accessories kit too. And for the dip powder accessories kit, we have all kind of the nail tools for you. It's so necessary when you're doing the dip powder nails. So when you pick this chunky glitter, when you cover with another layer of the base, we must be to brush evenly but slightly, and going to dip into the clear powder to protect it. And brush off. And for every finger, every nails, we must be to brush evenly off the base. And going to do the ombre nails from the top by using the brush. And tap off, brush off, and go forward for the next step, another layer on. So I think guys, you might have the question, did we change the brush of the base for every coat? Actually we did not, because for our powders, it could be dried by itself. So after 30 seconds, you could using the brush to pick another layer of the base. Then for our brush will not easily to get dirty. And every layer we must be using a brush to brush off the excess. Here's the point. And your brush off the base, it won't be easy to get dirty by the surface powder, the excess one. So every time just to brush the base, remember where the base is and then the powder will stick with. So here's the points when you're doing this kind of the nails. And when you find that the chunky glitter will be easy to come off, you could use any nail tips to help to press it. And to prepare the clear powder. But before the clear powder, you need to brush another layer of the base. And for our base, because it's thin base, it won't let your nail feel so thick. And brush off. Just wait after 30 seconds. You could do the filing and buffing directly. And actually for the glow in the dark powders, you could do the decorations for another way. You could do the solid color for the 2 layer and then do the painting on the nails, or pick some gems or pick some sequins to do the decoration. We have any kind of the ways to do the designs, but today we are going to show you the ombre nails. So we do the 10 fingers with the ombre nails designs. So that's why we are repeating our steps when you're doing the ombre nails. The reason why we're doing the ombre nails, when the nails glow at night, it looks very gorgeous. We will show you after that. But before you want the nails to absorb the light, you must put your fingers under the light. Then the powders will glow in the dark with the corresponding colors. And actually, some of our clients already have their glow-in-the-dark powder kits in hand. I think they feel it's amazing for this glow-in-the-dark powders. Because first, for our powder is the fast drying system. You could simply to use. And it's so gorgeous for the beginner. Even you are the nail beginner just using the powders now, you are not so familiar how to make it well. But it's super easy to apply and super easy to use. You could use it well. And actually for this kit, it's just 12 pieces of the fast drying glow in the dark powder. It's without the dip glue. If you want the dip glue, you could buy our combinations product. Because we have another dip glue kit. It's the big size. It's the 15 ml of the dip glue kit. It's including 4 pieces dip glue. You could get both kits with the favorable price. And actually, you could get more powders kits by searching GHDip when you enter the Amazon. So let's back to the tutorial. We need to brush off any layer excess powders when you're doing the ombre nails or any kind of the powder nails. For every layer, you must brush off the excess to avoid your base brush get dirty and to avoid its effects with together. So here's our second layer of the powder. Pick 2 colors. You can select the purplish colors on the top and the blue colors on the bottom. And you could change it because we have 12 pieces colors for you to choose. Okay, so we prepared the chunky glitter one. And today when we select this GLT00 2, the unicorn's chunky glitter, because for this chunky glitter, it's very suitable for the dark colors. It could let your nails fingers shine up with the fabulous look. But remember, after any layer of the glitter, we must be to use the clear powder to protect your design, because later we are going to do the filing and buffing directly. Brush off any excess. Okay, it turned out finally the last fingers for our top fingers. So we're going to brush evenly for every coat. When you pick the powders, you could use the suitable size of the brush. As I mentioned, if your nails are short, you could select the teeny brush to help you, because you do not want to waste the powders. And brush off the excess. And going to brush another layer. Brush evenly from the middle left to the right. And pick the colors. Just going to tap on the top and let it to do the ombre with the natural looks. And actually for these two colors, we select for, I think it's kind of the mysterious colors of these two. For these two colors, it's the dark color. You can select another colors from our powder kits. We have the orange color, the yellowish color, and green color, and white colors. And actually it is not the truly white, it's just like the ombre white. But when it's showing off, it was the gorgeous glows, the light. So we're going to use the cuticle pressure to pick the chunky glitter. And going to press it a little bit when you see it come off. After the chunky glitter, we must be to use the clear powder to protect it. And actually you can find it from our dip powder accessories kit. When you buy once, you could use it for a long time, because for this clear powder is the 2 ounce. What 2 ounce mean? Because for the 2 ounce is the 4 times bigger size than the half ounce. So you could calculate how long time you could use that clear powder. And it's the same fast drying system too. It could be dried within 30 seconds by itself, no matter 10 degrees centigrade, or to up to 50 degrees centigrade. And actually, no matter what temperatures, you could use it. It could be dried within 30 seconds by itself. So you do not need to worry whether the powder get dry or not when you're on the winter. So we clean the table first, and we are going to prepare the nail machine and the nail buffer to do the filing, shaping, and the buffing, because it's kind of the necessary step for no matter what powders, if you want your nail fingers looks more glossy. So we prepare the nail machine. If you do not have the nail glue, you could use the nail file to help you. So now we're doing the filing now from the nail plate first. The reason why we cover one layer of the clear powder, because we do not want your chunky glitter will be easy to come off by the nail machine when you're doing the filing. As you can see, after the 30 seconds, our powders are already hard as the rock. We could do the filing by the machines directly. No need to apply any activator. So just remember, you do not need to apply any activator when you're doing this step. You need to apply it after the filing, shaping, and buffing. Isn't this kind of the ombre nails is so amazing and simple? Because we are created for the now beginner user and the home user, which are not so familiar how to make their powders now. Wow. If you follow our tutorial step by step, you will find it's so funny when you're doing the powder nails and super easy. Okay, after the filing by the nail machine, we will pick the nail file to do the shaping. And this nail file, you can buy this from our dip powder accessories kit too. Because for this kind of the nail tools, it's the salon quality nail tools. And actually, you could buy them to use for a long time. And because it's kind of the box package, so you could buy this for your friends as a gift. Or you could buy this to use when you're doing the nails at home or during the travel. It's super easy to carry. So when you're doing the shapings, you need to use 2 fingers to hold your cuticle skin to avoid the scratch. And today our model is wearing the almond shape. And this kind of the almond shape is super easy to shape it. Just put your nail files with the angles you want and just shape it with refined shape. Slightly, if you are not so familiar how to make it well. But do not worry, it won't scratch your cuticle skin if you do not over shaping. And for this kind of the nail file, actually, if you do not have the nail machine, you could use it to file off any bumpy or uneven place which on your nail plate. As you can see, we are going to using this nail file to file off the place we think is bumpy or uneven. Because for this nail file, it's thicker than the emery board. It could use for the artificial nails. So after the shaping, we need to prepare the nail buffer. For here's the nail buffer of our GHDip. It's with our logos because it is from our dip powder accessories kit too. And actually, if you join into our Facebook group, we have so many events for years. Maybe this kind of the free gift if you want it. But I think if you are friends of our GHDip, we got so many gifts for our dear customers. So, and now we're going to doing the buffing of the surface. This kind of the ways we need to grind the nail surface more smooth, but with the rough surface. Because later we're going to apply the activator and the top coat on to make your nails looks more glossy. And when you're doing the buffing, and actually for this kind of the buffer, you could use it for the natural nails or you could use it for the artificial nails. It have the both usage when you buy this nail buffer. And with both sides, because we have the 100 grit and another side is the 180 grit. Remember, for the 100 grit, its roughness is bigger than the 180 grit. So you just chose it to shape your to doing the buffing on your nail plate. So why that is so necessary when you're doing the buffing on the nails? Because if you want your nail surface looks more shiny, it's kind of the necessary step. friends, back to our tutorial. Today's our topic is our G6606. It's the 12 pieces the fast drying glow in the dark powder kit. I think most of our customers already expect for this color kits for a long time already, because after Christmas is coming too. I think they want their nails looks more charming. And for the Halloween holidays just passed by, did you use our glow in the dark powders on your own nails? I think part of our customer already used them, because I saw the experience when and the pictures by sharing on the group, and their amazing job. So for nails, we are doing the buffings for every fingers. Although this step is so long time, but I think it's so kind of necessary when you're doing on your own nails. If you want your nails looks more perfect. And one more thing for this nail buffer with both head is suitable for any kind of the nail shapes, because you could turn the heads of this nail buffer with the suitable angle when you're doing the buffing. Normally we need to do the buffings from the middle part and turn to the corner, the both corner. So we're going to doing the buffings right now, and later we're going to use the activator in the top. So for here's the important part when you're doing the buffing. You need to hold your both cuticle skin using your fingers, because to avoid its scratch. After the buffing, we must be to use the brush to brush off the excess dust. And actually you could go washing, or you could to do the remove the dust by the brush. And now we're going to do the brush off any excess dust. So we're going to using the lengthy wipe to wipe off the excess dust from your nail plate. It turns out the striking effect. Later we're going to show you how gorgeous were of these colors, because we need to show you the glow in the dark of our powders. Is the fresh GHDip powder. It's so amazing. And now we need to pick out our number 2, the activator. For the activator, we just use it only one time. Very thin layer, but brush it evenly on your nail plate. From the middle left to the right, and actually for every corner. We must be to take care. So we're going to prepare the number 3, the top. But before that, we must be using the tricksers to help to do the stickers on the nails. And actually, you could finish at this part, but our nail technician insists to put the sticker on the nail plates to let it showing more. It's fit for the holidays. So today we are going to using the self-adhesive sticker to stick with the nails. And we picked one, the moon. And actually, you could use any kind of the sticker and to pick it on the nail plates. But after, you need to remember, after the filing, shaping, and buffing, and apply one layer of the activator, you need to using the stickers and just to using a trick to help you to pick it and just to press it on the nail plate. And actually for this kind of the sticker is the self-adhesive. So now to pick out the number 3, the top. For our top, we need to apply 2 coats. For the first layer, we need to brush evenly, but do not pick so much. Just very thin layer of the first. And for this kind of the sticker, actually you could find another one just like very shiny, because for our chunky glitter already shiny already. So actually you could select the chunky glitter or any sticker to help you to do this kind of the designs. And now we're going to apply the top. After the 3 fingers, the third fingers, we go back for the first fingers, we are going to apply the second layer. So here's the important point. If you are first using our GH Fast Dry Anti-Pin Powder Kit, we must be to brush evenly, but when the first layer half dry but still sticky. Do not wait the first layer completely dry. You must be the half dry but still sticky. We must be to apply another layer on immediately. So when you see the surface get a little bit matte, you must be back into that fingers and apply the second layer. And for our top, it could be dried within 1 minute. It's the faster than the other top from on the market, from other brands on the market. So we need to apply the first layer of the top, very thin layer. Brush evenly, and don't forget the nail edge. So actually, you could just to do the top on the nail surface. Do not need to put any sticker. But if you have the beautiful sticker to fix for this kind of the top hits, that you could use them. Okay, it's super glossy. For our top, it's double shiny than others. We need to apply this from the top. So return to another hand. Return to another hand. For this hand, we are going to repeat this step. We need to prepare the number 2, the activator. And to apply the activator on the surface. Very thin layer, but cover with your whole nails, the whole nail plate. Very thin layer, 1 layer. You just brush evenly. And for this activator, you just need to use it only 1 time during the whole nail art process. So for nails, we're going to pick the sticker to let the designs look more perfect. But actually, you could stop or you could choose any sticker to help you to make the designs. And today we're going to select this kind of the planet. Actually, I am not so actually to like the sticker, but because it's not so shiny. But if you want, we just show you if you want any sticker to help to make the designs looks more glossy, looks more perfect, you could choose any kind of the sticker. For the sticker, actually it's kind of the self-adhesive one. Okay, we're going to press it a little bit by hand, by your fingers. So now we're going to pick the number 3, the top. When you apply the top, and you need to pick the suitable volume for the first layer, a little bit thin layer, but brush evenly from the middle, left to the right. And actually, you need to brush evenly for no matter which layer of the dip glue. Just brush evenly. And when you see the surface a little bit matte, go back and to apply the second layer. And for the second layer, we must be to apply much more than the first layer. When the first layer half dry but still sticky. The reason why we with so many times for this, because when you think our top is not shiny, it's mostly it's kind of the handle way, because for our dip glue we must be to half dry but still sticky, and then apply another layer immediately, and then you could get the double shiny glossy surface of your nails. And we're going to pick it and to brush it evenly. It's so gorgeous. And naturally we need to apply the second layer on when you after brush 1 or 2 fingers. So guys, for today, for these colors, it's from our G6606. It's 12 pieces the fast drying glow in the dark color powder kit. And for that kit, you could choose 12 pieces. And for this kit, it's kind of the new kit. You could join into our Facebook group, because we want to show on the Facebook group first, because for this kind of the kits is so hot. And another colors, do you remember the unicorn, the chunky glitter? It's number core GLT002. For that colors is from our G6607. So after the long time for me to tell you all these kind of the numbers, if we want to get more information, just ask our after sales service team. And now later we are going to show you how it turns out when it glows in the dark. So we need to use the UV lamp for curing the fingers first, around 1 minute. And then we're going to show you the effect, how the glow in the dark showing off. So later we're going to show you how it looks after the ombre nails, and after the sticker, and after all process, how it looks at night, how the powders glow at night. And as I mentioned, for this number 6 is the purple one. The purple one is called number 6, and the blue one is called number 11. The purple color turned out the purplish glow in the dark, and the blue one is the bluish. So for these 2 colors, it looks gorgeous. So later we're going to show you how it looks. Okay, I'm so nervous because time might be time's up. Okay, time's up. We're going to show you how it looks gorgeous. When at night, it's just like this. At light, wow, so gorgeous. On the top is the blue one. No, it's the purple one. At the bottom is the bluish one. It's so gorgeous. If you have this kit, you could have this amazing glow in the dark nail looks. So if you have any interest, just contact with us. Looks gorgeous, because for this kind of the glow in the dark, it could be long lasting. You could put this into the UV lamp and get this amazing fabulous glow in the dark designs. So here's today's tutorial. If you have any interest, you just contact with us. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.